Moscow on his own.
He doesn't know anything about Russian culture or the mafia.
Yeah, and
Get some fish out of water stuff.
Yes. And he eventually becomes his own little mob boss. and Vitaly and his wife have to stop him.
He like starts gathering up homeless people to try and make his own little gang.
You're part of the Versace clan. There's some like super old mobster. Because everyone's dead at that point. Right?
No, really, it's the story about how Vitaly Versace was born into wealth and is doing just fine. Yeah, like that's the personal story he told. It's like, oh yeah, my dad gave me a bunch of money. I'm fine.
Yeah, it's it's blood money, but I did not make it.
Who cares? I'm doing all right. Everything seemed to work out for Vitaly.
And that's the thing with all three films is we're just salivating over ways to fix them, and they are what they are, and that is where we're at, and picking the best of the worst. And this is fucking difficult.
Oh, I'm so excited for this part.
Well, you go first then, Jack.
Guys, it's Tartarus. It's so Tartarus. Tartarus is the best of the worst because you can tell that David Waskovich really put his heart into it. It had the most weird props. It had the thing that was the vacuum that sucked that guy's dick. And then there was blood coming out of his dick.
He gets his hand chopped off at one point. We didn't mention that.
With the number of guns I go through, you might be surprised.
I stand corrected. Then it will come as no surprise to you that the wealthy
he got on his alien
Monsieur de
roll.
Chevalier hides in his man's
And
controlling
then the little
prices
stomp.
of
Remember when
weapons
they ran
across
over the
New
guy in the
Orleans?
wheelchair?
I'll
That
find
was
him and arrange
hilarious.
for
Okay.
discount.
Jay?
I'm also going to go with Tartarus.
Yes!
It's the most ambitious. And I mean, these two, they're barely trying. And Tartarus, it's like, there's absolutely no story. There's a concept, but it's just like weird visuals after weird visuals, bad effects, terrible story, no character growth. It's got it all and nothing at the same time.
It sounds like all three of these films. What we described. Rich?
I'm going to agree with you. Even though it is not a fucking A+ idea, it is C- idea at best.
I would agree with that.
It is the most entertaining thing we watched tonight. Born into Mafia. I love the behind the head actor change. I adore that. But it's anemic. It's an anemic experience. And the McNamara brothers are boring. So I'm giving it to Tartarus.
See, I'm not doing the contrarian on purpose thing, but I picked Born into Mafia.
No, that's fine. You know what? I think all of these movies are okay. I don't hate any of these.
Yeah, sure. I think I had more fun watching this, and the rules are always there are no rules. It's whatever you personally choose. I get the badness of this, the attempt, all the weird things going on in it, and to me it wasn't as much fun to watch as it was to watch the sheer inept failure of trying to make a movie.
There's the charm of the non-charisma of Vitaly and his performance.
Yeah,
that goes a long way.
He sounds like Tommy Wiseau. He's stumbling through his lines.
Yeah.
There's the awkward camera. All those those wonderful little we're trying to make a movie, but we have $7 and a camcorder, and I just think that's hilarious sometimes, especially when you deal with a big subject like the mob. It just makes it hilarious, and it was funner to watch.
It's close. It's close.
Well, I guess we realize now, in hindsight, that Twin Dragon Encounter is better than Dragon Hunt. And we destroyed Twin Dragon Encounter. We're not going to destroy Dragon Hunt, so it feels irresponsible to have destroyed Twin Dragon Encounter. So.
Something we wish we could take back.
Something we wish we could take back. And, Colin in Canada, he has the two halves of the tape, so
Conspiracy
maybe he can
is
help us
afoot
with
at the
that.
docks.
I don't know.
What
maybe.
now?
With full support
Colin,
of the government,
we just watched Dragon Hunt.
the Mogul shipwright
We need your help.
fixes impossibly high prices.
I currently
for ships
possess
and
two halves of the
thing I don't
only
work
existing
with a gun.
copy of Twin Dragon Encounter in the
Find them at the
world.
docks.
Somewhere in
Introduce him
Toronto,
to a
I
higher
keep the
level.
halves.
You can skip this video, but you can't skip the truth. Right now, in North Gaza, children are going to bed hungry every night. The recent
He's so awkward. He looks like he's gonna fall.
I don't want to get in a fight on roller skates.
Just stand back there, everybody. Oh my god.
That's a bad idea. This is where he needs the roller skates.
Yeah.
Right? So, Colin from Canada, you're back?
Yes.
Have you tried Justin Bieber's Hole? I mean, the Bieber Holes? From Tim Hortons Holes?
You were trying to describe this to me. I've never heard of it.
That just came out in the news.
American
Finally,
news?
Tim Hortons and Justin Bieber have teamed up to sell donut holes in Canada. We've been waiting.
Well, I mean, there's been a gap in the market since the Hobbit holes went away.
I know. And Tim Horton needs to appeal to younger demographics. They hired Justin Bieber to sell his hole,
He's pretty hip.
his donut holes.
He's hip with the kids.
He needs some more money.
I'm sorry I didn't bring some down.
It's all right. That's all right.
COVID precautions and stuff. You know, not
Justin
allowed
Bieber's
to.
holes have to stay in Canada.
Yeah.
Decontaminate the people.
They threw them into the incinerator at the airport.
It's on the sign, like, no guns, no knives, and Justin Bieber holes.
Just like a strike through. I'm sorry for Justin Bieber. I'm sorry. We have so many bad musicians in Canada.
We have plenty of bad musicians here.
Never ever apologize for Norm Macdonald.
Yeah. Dean Stockwell died.
Is he Canadian?
No.
No.
I have something to tell you, and it can't wait.
What is it?
I'm pregnant.
Oh, no, she's fucking dead. She's extra dead. So where did this movie come from?
A dumpster. Almost literally.
Like, where did we find this?
Well, this is a newly released Blu-ray.
So we just heard about it because Vinegar Syndrome released a new Blu-ray, and Vinegar Syndrome releases good shit.
Yes. We're not promoted or sponsored by Vinegar Syndrome. They just do quality work. But we're here on a Spotlight episode to talk about New York Ninja.
Oh, yeah?
The New York Ninja's a real hero.
You're right.
This is Vinegar Syndrome bought out the library from some company that went out of business. So they got all their titles. And in that, they also got just reels and reels of footage, unedited footage. And that footage was New York Ninja, a movie that was shot and never edited, either filmed without sound or the audio just got lost somewhere. So they reconstructed the movie, which when you watch the movie seems like more of an undertaking than you could possibly expect. It's like putting together a puzzle.
So somebody filmed this. They had the good sense not to finish it. And so then Vinegar Syndrome comes along and just ruins everything.
I'm going to say Vinegar Syndrome saved the day.
I'm the boss here. That's my job. But you? You're one of the best damn reporters, and this city needs you. It's important.
Yeah.
We have to stop these abductions.
Abductions? What?
But what about John?
Let's go talk to him. He's probably home. Let's go.
This is like bad lip reading. It's really interesting.
Vinegar Syndrome is the New York Ninja. They're the real heroes.
Yeah, they're heroes for. Like, we watched it with audio, and I have no idea what was going on. Like, none of us could piece the story together. So
it's
I don't know.
safe to assume they didn't have a script.
They did not have a
shooting
script.
script.
They had nothing. They
So
were just
how
going
do
off of
you-
like people's mouths.
How do you
Meticulously
do this?
Look at the mouths.
But looking at it from their perspective, did you find these, reels with no audio, no idea what
order anything goes
It wasn't
in?
even edited, right? It was
No,
just like
it was just
loose
the footage,
reels.
yeah.
How the hell do you kind of make something? I don't know, comprehensible. But
I'd say they
it's
did
not
a
really.
pretty damn good job
It's
with
incredible.
what they had to work with.
That made perfect sense.
Why? Why is this happening? Why won't anyone do anything? I don't understand.
What is he doing?
He may as well be walking into rakes.
Why?
I'll say though, I mean, good for them, because if you just find raw footage from some movie that was shot in the mid-'80s, some no-budget action thing, there's a 99% chance that it's just going to be boring garbage. And they stumbled on a Miami connection, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I thought this was a fantastic movie.
Believe me, I am. But this isn't helping. Just go home and I'll call you with anything. Wait. What? This city owes me. Well, what's that? Justice. Good luck, Mr. Lou.
I'm gonna walk into this fence.
Mademoiselle Aveline.
Yeah, where are they supposed to be? They're not outside of like a precinct.
He's Terminator.
He's gonna walk through the fence.
In this town, even the underbelly has
Just to
an
clarify,
underbelly.
though, I mean,
How low
this
have
is
they
not
gone
the
now?
original audio tracks, and they actually got a decent cast together to do this.
disreputable
Of
Monsieur de
era-appropriate
Bonval
talent.
sabotages
Yeah, the New York
I will
Ninja is
fight
voiced
him
by Don the Dragon
and bring him
Wilson.
to the surface.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
Who does his voice?
Don the Dragon Wilson.
Oh my God! He broke that balsa wood table.
His reporter friend lady is Linnea Quigley.
That gives us all hope. This is Randy Rydell reporting for Channel 6 News.
Cop
Bad
lady
guy.
is Cynthia Rothrock.
The bad guy's Michael Berryman.
Right.
A star-studded affair.
Plutonium killer.
And it would be very
A
tempting.
retired porn actress.
Oh, do you want me to tell my Ginger Lynn Allen story?
Jay, you tell your Ginger Lynn Allen story.
All right. Well,
Okay.
New York Ninja's wife gets killed at the beginning of the film. When we thought we knew what type of movie it was going to be before it subverted our expectations. But his wife is voiced by Ginger Lynn Allen, who was a porn star in the 80s, and she was apparently in a Metallica video. And she's from my hometown of Rockford, Illinois. And when I was in high school, I worked at a Kmart. Do y'all remember Kmart? And she came in one time, and I had no idea who she was, but the guy in the sporting goods department was like, "Do you know who that is?" I was like, "I don't know." He's like, "This is Ginger Lynn Allen. She's fucking hot. She's a porn star. She's in a Metallica video." And she's there. She was presumably lived in LA, so she's probably back visiting family, because she was pushing around her elderly grandmother in a wheelchair while the dope and sporting goods. She's fucking hot. Look at her. She's fucking hot porn star. Push that fucking elderly woman in a wheelchair. Kmart.
Are you sure he wasn't talking about the elderly woman?
I guess it's possible. Yeah. Generations of porn stars. She's a porn star in the 1930s.
If she takes over, she's like the new Ginger Lynn.
Generation XXX.
It's like Menudo. It's like they get
Yeah, it was bringing new ones.
Yeah. So what's the plot of? Please, somebody.
Well, like I said, before we get into the full plot, the opening of the movie is, "You're my wife. I'm your husband. You're pregnant. We are the happiest people in New York City." And so we're like, okay, well, she's gonna get killed, obviously. And then I thought it was gonna be a pretty straightforward action revenge movie. But instead, what we got is a superhero film.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It goes off the rails in the first 10 seconds.
And a super villain.
He runs into his girlfriend, wife?
His wife.
Okay, and they're at the base of the World Trade Center towers.
First shot of the movie, yeah.
Yeah, and he is. Oh, she's crossing the street, and he like grabs her on her shoulder, and he's like, "Hey, it's me, your husband." She's like, "It's me, your wife. I love you.
Happy birthday.
Aww.
I'm pregnant. Okay, bye." And that was the scene. It was like so like you want to set up that relationship and her divulging the information that they're gonna have a child together. You don't want to do it on a street corner.
That's efficiency.
I think it's instant production value is what it is.
You know everything you need to know about them.
They went out at 7 a.m. and were able to film on the streets of New York before it got too busy.
It's also shot with the back and forth where it's like they're looking right into the lens. Like he's looking into the lens, cut to her looking in. It's like Jonathan Demme's Silence of the Lambs. Like it's unsettling. It's not romantic or cute. It's creepy.
Well, before we get really into the production, I didn't know this until the very end of the film. The star, the New York Ninja, his name is
John Liu?
John Liu.
Yeah.
He is also the director and creator and writer.
Yeah.
So he's not just an actor who's portraying the
He's
New
not
York
just
Ninja.
a pretty face.
He's not just a pretty face.
He's exactly what you want from a bad movie, the writer, director, star.
Someone who has no idea what to do, or no idea how to make a movie, right? And that's him. And oh boy.
You know what he does know how to do, though, is get as much production value as possible out of New York City.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
As we learned a long time ago, we shot a Ghostbusters location video, and it's very different than shooting something on the street here in Milwaukee, where everybody wanders up to you. What are you filming? Is this going to be on the news? In New York City, you're in their way, and nobody gives a fuck. So you can flip over a car in the middle of the street and nobody cares.
As they do in the movie.
As they do in the movie.
They did not get permits to block that street off. They just found some street that nobody really goes down. They smashed up a car, they flipped it over, and they probably just ran away after they did it.
Yeah, this great guerrilla filmmaking.
They called the police afterwards to say, somebody flipped over my car.
Who gives a fuck?
Oh my God,
Come on,
what are
man.
you doing?
Hang on. You're ready.
Trouble now.
I
Destroying
gotta get this on film. These guys are probably on
This is going to make the 5 o'clock news.
Jack?
Dogs destroy cars.
Jack, that's your car.
He says,
You didn't realize
I am so poor.
I think that was supposed to be a little humorous.
Yeah.
That's my car.
We got real crimes to solve. This is the 80s in New York City.
We got a plutonium killer.
I am so poor. And he refuses to pay me back.
Quit your crying and clean yourself up. I'll take care of it.
Oh, thank you.
But only if you sober up enough to make yourself useful.
Or to track down.
But there is great guerrilla shooting when they're out in like right outside of Radio City Music Hall, and there's like these guys, the villains, like roving street gangs who wear ridiculous costumes,
Cartoonish.
are like attacking people, and they're just New Yorkers are just walking by.
It's like, don't even bat an eye.
They got to get to the
Happens every day.
It's a beautiful scene from Gremlins too.
You won't
When the winged gremlin is attacking Mr. Futterman in broad daylight, and New Yorkers are just walking by like it's just some kind of mild nuisance. They don't even care. It's great.
It's also worth pointing out that that's 90s New York. This is 80s New York, where everything's covered in graffiti and looks like shit.
Those trains.
Like an impressive amount of
Now you are in
graffiti.
my
Yeah, it wasn't.
The trains were
You will
insane.
repay
Yeah,
this
the
kindness
subway.
by working
Like they found the
graffiti than
worst
trains.
subway station to film in. That was just atrocious.
It's great.
Be my great honor.
But like every
My
scene,
sweet
it's like they had to like escalate like
head.
the costumes into like more ridiculous cartoonish territory.
Come here.
Take that.
Just have everything play out in these wide shots.
We suspect because they're trying to hide their extras, like reuse them, right?
Yeah, it was like the
thugs
same
over and
5
over.
guys, and they would just have like.
Like, it's not just the same 5 gang members. There's hundreds of different gang members.
They did have the one like cowboy guy that was in kind of every gang.
Yeah.
Gotta have the cowboy
It did take
guy.
us like half the movie to realize that all these random gangs were not tied to the main villain's plot.
Well, because it turns into what we think is going to be the revenge movie, where I've got to get revenge on the guy who killed my wife. Instead, he just kind of becomes a ninja-themed superhero.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's very Spider-Man-esque.
Yes.
Where he's a vigilante. The police don't like him. The public doesn't and does, or something like that.
He works for the news, and frequently superheroes have some kind of job in like a news agency, newspaper, television crew, because that's how they hear about the crimes.
We didn't even know he worked for the news though until
No, that's not
3/4 of the way
well.
through the movie.
It's like halfway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But that's very like Superman, where he's like with the news crew, and then he's like, I'm gonna go get food, and then he leaves. And then the New York Ninja shows up. Coincidentally, right when he leaves.
That's when you recognized exactly what they were up to.
Hey, I'm hungry. I'll be right back. Stay here.
No, he's doing the superhero thing. He's, I gotta go, and then he's gonna show up and beat those guys as the ninja.
Is that what's happening?
And then I bet he's gonna go back in the car. He's gonna, what did I miss?
Yeah.
That's gonna happen.
Oh my God.
Incredible. Where'd he come from?
Where did he go?
Hey, did I miss anything?
Yeah.
Oh no!
So he's Superman.
That's the thing. Okay. They can't know.
What's your ability to write 80s movies? Continues to astound. There's a bit with the cufflink, right?
Well, his wife in the very next scene after they meet kind of interrupts an abduction. Yeah. These guys are like abducting a woman, pulling her into a car, and she drops her purse, and then the wife picks it up, and they immediately kill her.
She's kind of like collateral damage in the middle of this bigger plot where the plutonium killer is kidnapping women for a prostitution ring. Plutonium Man is the head of this prostitution ring, and he has gang member guys that go around and they kidnap women. He tells them which specific women to kidnap.
Yeah, he gets them
not just
headshots.
like go find women. He has all their headshots, like their actresses' headshots.
Yeah.
And he's like, go find all these women and bring them to this warehouse. But no Johns ever show up. There's no like pimp who takes out the girl to like a hotel. They just tie them up in a warehouse, and that's a prostitution ring.
Or let him roam free in a field once in a while.
Under a bridge. And they're shirtless. They have to wear basically no clothing. But doesn't seem to be any kind of business model here.
But then he also
This movie was unfinished in a dumpster.
Yeah.
I mean,
Back away from the women and put your
Is there a solar eclipse happening?
It is my wife. She has disappeared.
The light has dramatically changed.
No, it might be.
Is it supposed to be day for night, maybe?
it's supposed to be day for solar eclipse.
Soon after we arrived, she began to speak of revenge, of revolution, these men. They encourage her. They have weapons. But I don't think
Skip the video while my family suffers every second. They need your support. I swear you can help us.
Please, can you help?
Yes. We don't have much time.
Also, that reporter is starting to get too close.
There's also another, that trio of guys that are first abducting, that kill New York Ninja's wife.
Yes.
They're like a
Cufflink Man.
secondary gang?
They work for a plutonium killer.
We think.
To abduct women.
But he also has like, street gangs?
Well, the street gangs are just
street
unrelated.
gangs are just unrelated.
Okay.
They're just there to establish that New York Ninja is kicking ass.
In order to avoid confusion, the street gangs needed to do other kinds of crimes than kidnap and attack women.
Look, the guy who made this movie has seen one movie before, so that's all that exists in his mind is rape.
This movie was found in a dumpster. the person making it had enough self-awareness to say, "Oh, this is trash," and he threw it out.
To be
And
fair,
then-
I think what happened is they ran out of money, and that's why they didn't finish
Okay.
editing it. I think.
The knife! Catch!
Just stand there.
We needed to see some classic, like, liquor store robbery. Where New York Ninja comes in and saves the store owner from being robbed.
It doesn't happen.
The classic 80s robbery where the hero does more damage to the store than the robbers were actually stealing. Yeah.
You're welcome, citizen.
Well, you're leaving out the most important and baffling aspect of Plutonium Man, which is that once in a while he melts. And maybe orgasms, and that makes him not melt anymore? I have literally no clue what any of that was supposed to be.
Let me just explain real quick Plutonium Man's progression. He walks around with like Doc Ock goggles, basically, right? Yeah. Because the sun burns him.
Even though he's outside during the day all the time.
I think it's like he's just sensitive to like his eyes.
Just his eyes.
No one here be
The first time not the first time we see him, but an important time we see him, he's holding a box and it says something like dangerous material inside or something. He opens it up and green light comes out.
The revolution
and it starts melting. Why you would open up a box of plutonium and stick your face in it, I don't know. But
maybe
he
that
does.
rejuvenates him. If it wasn't for that, he would melt further.
Okay.
Maybe.
But he was fine before he opened it, then he melted.
I don't know.
Well, he's got some kind of superpowers because he can also apparently turn into other people, as we find out 5 minutes before the movie ends.
He has a face-off moment.
He's like Clayface or something.
Changes his face to look like the cameraman who gets killed earlier
Jimmy Olsen,
in the film. Yes. So he looks into a box of plutonium and maybe orgasms. Then later on, he kidnaps at the outdoor Halloween in what park is that with the arch? Cathedral Square.
That sounds right.
Yeah, in New York City. There's a Halloween party and they're shooting the rodeo.
Yes.
And then
this is a backdoor Halloween film.
He has the power of hypnosis. He can hypnotize women with a little gold chain. Remember, he hypnotizes a lady and gets her to come back into the back of his limo, and then we think he's having sex on her.
That's a good way to put it. He's not having sex with her. He's having sex on her.
She is. I don't know if she's a willing or unwilling participant.
She's hypnotized.
But he's having sex with this lady in the back of his limo, and then he starts plutoniumizing himself, and then he starts melting. And
he
then
touches her back.
Oh, there's a thing with his hands, where his hands are normal, and then they get all burnt. Then he burns her back, and I guess she dies. And then the next morning, he's like, in the back of his limo. So we think there's a sexual component to his plutoniumness.
Oh no, he's melting again! What the fuck is this?
Is a plutonium fetish? I don't know. But it makes absolutely no sense, which is why it's wonderful.
That's the scene that you missed.
I know.
And I was hoping, well, I wasn't hoping, but.
We should have showed it to you before you came on the discussion panel.
You probably should have. It sounds like it was amazing and integral to the plot. And
we're just ill-prepared for a proper New York Ninja discussion.
I think we are, yeah.
He looks like Chris Maloney. So he stops melting after he comes? What is? I don't understand.
I don't know.
What if it's like? What if he's like Polka Dot Man in the Suicide Squad?
Oh yeah.
Where like once a day Polka Dot Man has to just like vomit these polka dots, or his face will get fucked up. Maybe that's Plutonium Man. He has to ejaculate plutonium once a day so he doesn't melt.
Regenerate himself.
Yeah.
He has to expunge the toxins in his body all over some lady in the back of his dirty cracker crumb-filled limo. I just don't know what was happening.
And then how does he put on someone else's face? How does any of that work?
He burned a photo of the guy. And apparently he also knows like voodoo magic.
There's a mystical element as well?
There's a mystical element as well.
Wait.
What?
Now Plutonium Man looks like... What?
Is he jumping different bodies?
Is he Dark Man?
Maybe he can like transform into the person.
Yeah, because he burned his picture, so he became him.
What? This is way too late in the movie to introduce that.
Was it the kind of thing where they didn't have the actor anymore?
I was thinking that for a minute, but it ended so abruptly.
Well, then he rips the face off, so it's actually the real actor.
Yeah, so they must have planned it.
Here's a question. Plutonium Man really wants to kidnap news reporter lady. like is hell bent on it.
Bad wig lady.
That's why he changes into Jimmy Olsen, the cameraman. He tries to get her on a helicopter.
I think she's getting too close.
Yeah, she's reporting.
She's investigating.
You're right, but they never aired anything.
Correct.
She's interviewing the mayor. Remember that one scene?
Oh, that was getting too close.
And then they kidnap her mid-interview.
Yeah.
They beat up the mayor.
Fuck
and then
that
they,
mayor.
yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but
The movie didn't know where it was going with
That's
it.
when our intimidating thugs get beaten up by children.
He's inspiring the city.
Christ. Shoot all the kids!
Oh, right.
Yeah, film it. This makes me look real good.
they just like stab him to death.
After that happens, that's when I guess all the local kids have rallied behind New York Ninja, even though there's been no. I guess there was like one newspaper headline that's like, we have a New York Ninja.
There was a 3-week break after New York Ninja rescued Short Round.
Yes. In a very uncomfortable
scene.
Oh,
New York
yeah.
Ninja gets shot through the heart and pulls the bullet out with a knife.
Oh. You just got shot?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just getting credits.
He's not a good ninja.
He was showing off.
Oh my god.
What?
Everybody's dead.
Short Round also gets shot, but we don't see where, and New York Ninja heals him with aromatherapy.
He's cradling him in his arms.
Yeah, and they're all
He's shirtless,
sweaty, and they're both
And the
shirtless.
child is shirtless and sweaty.
Yeah.
And then he shows him to fish while he's naked.
Then he gets in a little tiny speedo and wants to show him how to catch some fish.
Here's how you grab something that's slippery and wet. Oh, yeah, you just get right in there.
Do you think when they came across that reel, it was like no audio? It was just like.
What if that was the first thing they watched? That's how the reel started, was just him in the speedo and a
That's
little boy.
when you're like halfway through
What
the
did we
restoration.
find?
That's when you're like, maybe we should turn this footage over to the authorities.
Yeah.
It's just them like all sweaty and bare-chested, him and the little boy. And then they're, what kind of movie is this?
Also, we never see the footage being aired, but his news reporter friends also videotape him as the White Ninja, or the New York Ninja.
Yeah.
Well, and there's also, unrelated, there's tourists that videotape him
Yeah.
during the famous roller skating scene where New York
yeah.
Ninja has roller skates for a little while.
So it's a subplot. He becomes a New York phenomenon.
But they don't really show that. There's
No, they
never
don't.
news footage. There's a couple newspaper headlines that
Yeah.
are kind of comical, but that's about it.
Usually it'd cut to like a crowd at like a bar or something, like watching a TV.
Yeah,
and
we love New York Ninja.
Well, they got some great like B-roll for the credits that they could have like just put somewhere in the middle of the movie.
Yeah,
to
that's
establish that.
weird. Yeah, they show that it's just like leftover footage. We'll put it over the credits, but it really should have been a little like montage in the middle of the film.
Well, do you know for sure that the point when they ran out of money was for post-production, or was it like 90% of the way through the movie? Because
I have no
you know,
idea.
to the movie's credit, there might have been stuff they didn't film, and so we have to take that into account too. Like maybe they did have a scene where the news director's like, "Okay, air the footage," and then they show it playing on
People
a little
watching
screen.
on TV.
Yeah, they just didn't get around to filming that because they ran out of money.
It's a possibility.
But also,
it's the only thing that could.
God bless Vinegar Syndrome for not attempting to film new footage.
Oh,
Like
God, that would be awful.
Right.
There's a recent movie called Grizzly 2 that was shot in the 80s as a sequel to a movie called Grizzly. And they had all the footage, and it's like young Charlie Sheen is in it, and young Laura Dern is in it. And they finally finished it like this year, but it's missing half the footage, so they just shoved in like completely out of place HD like B-roll footage, like stock footage, and it's fucking awful. So this is how you restore an unfinished movie.
Let it speak for itself.
Yeah.
I don't need to add anything. Yeah, to their credit.
It literally couldn't speak for itself.
Oh, flour, my only weakness.
He always like attacks people with like the.
Mentor, I know you have doubted me. But please, my absence has not been in vain. Look what I have found.
You should have left it where it lay. Do you have any idea of its purpose or power?
I was hoping you could enlighten.
Had you not insisted on dredging it up, no one would need to know.
The Templars will be looking for it. Please, send reinforcements to help me retrieve and guard the other half.
No. Remove it from my sight. Bury it and forget the spot. Grind it into powder. Plant it under an alligator nest. Let me never lay eyes on it again.
What about our greater goals? I liberated the slave camp in Chichen Itza. Did that not surpass our best expectations? Have I not earned...
Aveline, you surpass my patience and earn your reputation for impulsiveness.
Very well.
Now be gone.
The hard-boiled eggs.
Hard-boiled eggs filled with baking powder.
I don't know what
what that's supposed to be.
It's one of his superpowers. he throws eggs with baking powder at people.
They probably envisioned them to be like big poofs of smoke,
Yeah.
like ninjas do. And
But
then
he just sort of...
that's how
It's just
it just
baking
like
powder.
When you have a bad movie, the worst thing you can do is try to deliberately make it funny. The things that make bad movies funny is that they are unintentionally funny.
Right.
like the fight sequences.
Oh, yeah, I want to mention
God.
we haven't gotten to the amazing action sequences yet.
I can't believe it.
Keep filming.
Looks like we got ourselves a hero.
This is some lady walking home.
Just taking her groceries from her car. Just going to the laundromat. Okay, one at a time.
Do your standing animation where you... Yep.
There we go.
There we go.
Everybody wait. Oh.
Oh. Just stand there. Don't hit him in the back. His back is turned. You don't hit him. Wait your turn.
To his credit, though, he's pretty competent as a martial artist.
Oh, sure.
But
He
he's
was
not
a choreographer as well. We have to mention
Yeah.
that.
He's less competent
Tell me
at
what it is
filming
first.
fight scenes.
Elise already
You don't
warned me
like
about
winners?
your
You
job.
don't. You don't want one.
It's like Old Boy. There's that amazing one shot in Old Boy. It's the exact same thing.
This is like a movie of all those scenes. There's like 7 old boys in this.
It almost feels like a parody because you have that's a running joke people always have about group action fight scenes is that the villains come at the main character one at a time.
Here you
But
can kind of see it all.
Yeah, usually it's shot in a way where it's like, oh, they run into frame, so you're not really thinking about it. Here, they're just standing there.
They're doing the video game like idle animation in the background too.
It's like the character selection scene and like
Yeah.
combat
Oh yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever.
I will take
Johnny
care of it.
Cage.
I'll show you where to stop.
Oh god.
Well, there's that amazing moment when what's the news reporter lady's name? Brandy.
I know that I should help him, but I'm not sure that I can.
Now, Randy.
Brandy? I think it's Brandy.
This is Randy Rydell reporting for Channel 6 News.
I think it was Randy. I think it was Randy.
Well, voiced by Linnea Quigley.
Randy something. Yeah.
But they're being attacked by one of the many unnamed gangs. She runs up the stairs and opens the door, and another one just pops out like a haunted house character.
Yeah. It kind of felt like you were playing like Double Dragon or something like that, and you get too close to like a background door, and then the guy comes out.
Don't go around it. There's no room.
Oh god. This is almost unbelievable.
How many times did she avoid getting kidnapped?
Yeah.
A dozen?
And why did she have a fake wig on for the entire film?
I thought that was going to pay off somehow.
Yeah.
Or maybe she wasn't blonde and didn't want to dye her hair, and then that was the only reason.
But why did she?
She didn't need to be blonde. I theorized,
I guess-
'cause, Mike, you pointed out that all the
I set this down on a wrong path. because it looked like every woman that was being kidnapped had a shortcut blonde hair.
Yeah.
And then even when he hands out the headshots, they all kind of look the same. So I thought, oh, maybe Plutonium Man, he got wronged by his ex-wife or something, and he hates women with short blonde hair.
That's why I assume Brandy had the wig on. It's like, at some point in the movie, he's going to cut her hair.
You said that.
Yeah, it does not pay off.
They did stumble onto gold here.
Like I said, I really, especially early on, I was expecting a more typical action revenge movie that would be like, like LA Wars or one of those movies we watch where like, that's a decently entertaining B movie.
Or you can kind of predict where it's going to go.
Yeah, but I was not expecting Plutonium Man. I was not expecting a Halloween parade or any of the amazing action sequences.
What about Rat Tail? Now,
the Rat Tail ninja fight.
The Plutonium Man's driver.
This is driver.
He has like this thing where he puts his rat tail in his mouth whenever he's killing people.
It's really gross.
He's like a pervy weirdo. And they get in a fight, a sword fight, which I think is one of
the best sword fight ever filmed.
Funniest things I've ever seen. Like I was laughing so hard. I was crying laughing.
He's got two.
He's got double sword.
Whoa!
Excellent work. I don't suppose you would be interested in eliminating
Betsy, you can trust me, Ninja.
if I gave you the full map.
I would do it for the people of
I would. Any treasure you find, we can share. 2/3 for me, 1/3 for
Trying.
It's a combination of bad choreography,
Oh, really?
No cutaways, no coverage,
50-50.
and we're losing light while we're
it's
filming
getting-
the scene.
And it has no end. We don't know what happened.
I think they just ran out of light.
I think he just cuts him and he falls over.
Go!
What? He's trying! He's trying!
He's doing like drunken boxing.
What?
It's a style of martial arts.
Is it?
Yeah, drunken boxing.
Oh my god. There's lights.
They're just losing light like crazy.
Crank it open.
Is that fight over?
I don't know! I don't know!
And that's the neat thing. Not neat thing. I don't know what. It's a thing. It's something that's noteworthy. You watch the movie and you see New York Ninja, and then there's 5 villains around him, and you could just see all the choreography as it happens, as it was planned. But it's all like, it's like, what was a Canadian movie, the Twin Dragons guy, their first one, where they know exactly how they want everything choreographed, but they have no idea how to film it.
Right.
Like you could make that, you have to be able to like, oh, this one guy, like a quick cut
They
to
have
an
to come
elbow.
into frame, for one thing.
Oh, of
so
course,
you can't
yeah.
see them all just standing there.
You have 5 guys that approach, and then you do a bunch of quick cuts. Punch, one guy falls down. You don't see where he went off frame. You don't know, like, you kind of jumble it up. So
And you make it quick enough so it's not obvious that there's a henchman behind you waiting.
Yeah. And then this guy, he may have been good at martial arts, but he had no idea how to film an action scene.
Well,
So,
maybe they never got around to filming the inserts. So this is just the wide.
I'm gonna go with the big no on that. Just gonna go no. Everybody wait.
Look at him back there just... like, this is like a parody.
Oh, you found our footage? Well, that wasn't all the footage.
Yeah.
Some of it's still in a warehouse somewhere, maybe.
Some of
It's in the other warehouse.
Some of it's in another dumpster.
Your footage is in another castle.
Oh, the other footage was the dumpster that had that fire.
That's where all the good footage that would make the movie make sense was.
Maybe
Whoops!
They split it up. It's like, when you dismember a body and you kind of like dump it in a dumpster here, you dump it in a dumpster there. It's not all in one area. It's like spread out across,
Speaking of a body in an alley, we have the amazing scene where the cops are investigating one of the plutonium killer's victims. Is it the one he has sex with?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
He dumps her in a garbage can. She's like sitting in the garbage can like...
It's like this, covered in a garbage bag. And I thought they were going to drag her body out of the alley, but they just kind of take it off of a little platform and then just leave it in a fucking garbage can.
And everybody walks away from her, and they just leave her there, folded up in a garbage can.
Just leave it there. What?
All right.
We're done.
Give me some dignity.
It's about the missing women. I need your help.
He's still wearing his hat like that.
And I think you can help me.
It looks like a fast food employee hat when it's pushed down like that,
Maybe it was really tall.
Yeah.
They thought this would look less distracting.
Yeah, why would have it at all?
But who was in charge of his wardrobe on the movie set?
Somebody.
Because nobody told him that his hat is not on right.
The hat is so strange, and I don't even know how to start talking.
It's not like it's like a one-time accident, because multiple scenes he's wearing a trucker cap, but the top of it is like tucked in to the front of the cap.
It's like pushed down, yeah.
It's so weird. I've never seen anyone wear a hat like that before.
When it just has a big
It
S
seems
on
like if it weren't tucked, though, it would be comically tall.
Right.
For a
Yeah,
hat.
that's what I'm saying.
did it,
Maybe it was
but-
like a top hat, like a trucker top.
Well, he had kind of like a big kid and play haircut.
Like a flat top.
Yeah, flat top.
Or a
And
cameo.
So maybe he...
Cameo like angled.
No. I was going to say maybe he didn't want the cap to smush on his hair. But that wouldn't make sense, because then he would want the cap at its highest length.
What if the cap was like perfectly formed in like a kid and play like
Well, the cap is part of his undercover costume, and that's another thing in the movie. Him and the first time we see female detective agent, right? Right. She's wearing
That's Cynthia Rothrock.
Yes, she's wearing a medical doctor's coat that I guess is a detective's coat.
We thought she was like the medical
coroner.
examiner.
Yeah. I think in the movie's logic, that's when like the people are going to come in and take the body away, but they don't. The fact that they don't show it is hilarious.
They move for a foot, and they all walk out of frame, and they leave the medical examiner lady with the girl.
She wasn't a medical, that was the detective.
She was his partner.
Just because she was wearing a lab coat doesn't make her a medical examiner.
But they just leave her. And
Maybe she was undercover as a medical examiner.
and then
detective doctor.
And then on the inside of her lab coat, there's a medical examiner, and they're like, "Wait a minute, she's a medical."
Right.
They're horrible at being undercover because they wear their police badges
on the inside
of their like lapel.
It's something that's silly once, but it happens multiple times where they're like, they're an undercover cop.
She's a cop. She's a cop.
It's like, yeah, if you're going undercover, don't wear your badge.
Yeah.
Is that before or after New York Ninja used his news reporter friend as bait?
Oh, when he says, "You'll meet me in the park."
Meet me at the park.
Oh yeah. And they go to Central Park, which is very large.
Listen, you have to meet me in the park as soon as you can. It's important.
Rich, meet me in Central Park. It's important.
It's a small park. It's easy to find everybody.
Where could he be?
He's in a tree.
It's his tree stand.
Was he setting her up as bait?
I think that's what's happening. Yeah. That's the thing too, is they treat New York like it's a small town. Everybody's just constantly running into each other. It's not the entire city.
Multiple times. There was that one scene where Cufflinks is like kind of hanging his arm out the window.
Oh yeah.
New York
Ninja
like,
just happens to walk by him.
and then he's staring at it from like 6 inches away.
Can we talk about the amazing scene where all the prostitutes get freed? And it's like a Temple of Doom, but with prostitutes instead of small Indian boys.
And then when they're running for their lives, they all stop to warm up at a fire.
Oh my god. How fucking cold is it?
Cold.
They have to stop escaping.
We're
We're a little chilly.
okay. That's enough.
Okay.
Right.
The cop's there too now. But he was, and then he disappeared.
Whose van is that?
He's back.
Do you think that was just the actresses? They're freezing.
Getting this creep van after the fire.
been freezing all day.
It's so weird because they run directly to that pit fire. It's just like you're trying to escape from being prostitutes against your will.
And then
You just you run 10 feet and you're safe.
I guess, yeah.
They had the cop with them. They stopped to get warm. I don't know.
Undercover cop goes to the prostitution ring in the filthy, disgusting, free-range woods. And then
with whip eye patch.
New York Ninja follows him there. Then Undercover Cop gets kidnapped, and then New York Ninja has the sword fight with the drunken chauffeur driver. And then he goes home.
Oh, that's
The
right.
next morning.
And then he comes back the next morning, and he cuts all of the chains that the women are chained up with.
Okay, yeah.
I guess he just figured they'll be fine for one more night.
Get in the car!
Radioactive man kidnaps cop lady and goes to a helicopter hangar.
Cop lady or news lady?
News lady, sorry, yeah, news lady. And this is like almost like a spur of the moment idea. Like
He
I'm gonna
flees
flee.
with her from the prostitution ring.
Yeah.
And heads to an airport where he apparently already has henchmen who seem to coincidentally be stealing a plane.
Yeah. Or they
No.
were there to steal a plane for him, but
But he
didn't
tried
know
to get
he
in the
was going
helicopter
to-
first.
He tried to get in the helicopter, but the door was locked.
No! Jesus, son of a bitch! Come on!
So, if his henchmen were there to steal a plane for him, I guess he didn't know which one it was. Or I should say a helicopter, because yeah, he goes into the. I think they were just able to film in a hangar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they made the best of it. Why are you up there?
Ninja. Put your hands up. I said hands up! Now what are you gonna do? A fan? You really think a fan can stop these bullets?
Nothing hit him. What?
What?
Well, that's like I said early on. There's that scene where the helicopter lands and the news people talk, and like the point of the scene is that they had a helicopter. So it's an exciting ending, though. We have New York Ninja hanging off of the helicopter and
The magical rope that just appears.
And he throws a bomb inside the helicopter.
he somehow had a bomb somewhere on him and threw it
ninja.
into there.
He's a
and
ninja.
This is like, well, this is the footage we have. We have to make sense of it. There's a bomb. I don't know. That feels like almost like they made it in editing.
That's
it
what
wasn't
that's what the
really
ADR
an
says.
Hey,
Hey, is that a bomb?
Is that a bomb?
What's that sound? Is that a bomb?